Up next, we have Hayley Dietrich.
Hello. Hey, man. So my blood is like 80% caffeine at this moment, which can only mean one thing. We're in the end game now. Cue the existentialism and the Marvel memes. I've been trying really hard to avoid, theories and spoilers. I did hear from the Russo brothers that one thing about Ant-Man crawling up Thanos' ass, what?
I love it. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Love it.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint tonight, but the Russo brothers said that wouldn't be happening.
What?
Don't boo me, boo them, y'all. But let's be honest, an ending like that would have just been shit. Okay, anyway. This is gonna be my last show for a while because I will be abroad all of next year, switching out shitty US politics for shitty UK politics. Thank you. I am excited to go. I'll be with Kenyan friends. I'll be traveling all around Europe. And then, of course, there are the guys with British accents. That was a shitty accent, I'm sorry. Yeah, people just assume I'll be interested in that. Joke's on you because, all the guys with British accents that I like got snapped by Thanos in Infinity War. And, when I realized that, I could only think one thing, and say it with me. Mr. Stark?
I don't feel so good.
Guys, get your head in the game. Then I realized that people would assume that, British accents are interesting because they are, for some reason, sexy. And, joke's on you because I'm a robot. Didn't you know? Life as a robot is pretty good, except for one thing, and that is CAPTCHA codes. I don't mean to be perpetuating stereotypes or anything, but God, those letters are just so squiggly, and it's all like 404, page not found, you know what I mean? But anyway, going abroad, there will be things that I will miss about Kenyan and Ohio, and then there will be the things I really will not miss, like the billboards designed by religious weirdos that say things like, "If you died today, where would you spend eternity?" And I'm like, Jesus, man, do I look like the planning type to you? I don't have my life figured out, much less, the whole booking a room in the afterlife situation. Give me a break. But, of course, then I realized I'm talking to a billboard. And that's awkward. And then, of course, they drop another bomb on me with these giant, sincere, blocky letters reading, "Hell is real." And I'm like, well, yeah, presumably. Gates of hell are, right there. I haven't actually seen them in action, but, I heard it on a Kenyan ghost tour, so it must be true. Seriously, though, I wonder, what was the creative process behind that whole billboard creation thing, I'm thinking it probably went something like, "Bob, I want to make a statement that will put the fear of God into people. How are we thinking? Hell is real, it's short, and it's sweet, and it's to the point." It's like, well, Lou, how do you know that hell is real? Do you have personal experience with the place? Has, a friend of yours, popped by for a visit? Don't play games with me, Bob. I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm reaching people. It's like, well, Lou, we're in the middle of nowhere. If you want to be reaching people, there have to be people to begin with. It's common sense. Bob, I'm sick of your shit. If you have complaints, you can reach this number, 1-800 straight to hell. Hallelujah, amen. And so on and so forth, and that happened. Then, of course, there is the other part of Royal Ohio civilization, which is the isolated gas station, which, I realized is the perfect place for a horror movie setting. You can see it, right? 3 people enter, half a person leaves. And I'll leave it to you to figure out which half. I spent maybe approximately 5 minutes in one, so I came out with observations. Number 1, the entire back section is just filled with alcohol. Like you do. I have not seen that much beer in my life, and I am a college student. Number 2, the lady working the counter looked like she could kill and eat me. Presumably, she has done this to other victims. Number 3, is that Pink Floyd I hear in the background? If I didn't know any better, I would say that's Pink Floyd. Why do these sketchy places always have the best playlists? My conclusion, it's a trap! Yeah, I'm also excited for Star Wars if you haven't noticed. Oh, and last but not least, number 4. There was a sign outside said gas station that said, "Hiring on weekends, join our team." No.